I'm Cooper.
And I'm Haley, and these are your Tiger News updates for Friday.
And now we take you to the news segment.
Yesterday marked the 24th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. Here at Heron High School, we took time to honor and remember the lives lost and the heroes who risked everything that day. Local first responders joined us in showing the respect through a special ceremony. Students and staff came together in silence, reflection, and gratitude to remind us that we will never forget. Thank you to everyone who helped us honor this day. Next Tuesday, we'll have a special guest speaker here to talk about mental health. Since this week is Suicide Prevention Week, we sat down with some of our student athletes and Coach Lieber to talk about balancing school, sports, life, and how they take care of their mental health. What's the hardest part about balancing school, sports, and your personal life?
The hardest part about balancing my school, sports, and my personal life, people not understanding it's really draining. Teachers bringing on homework and homework on tests, having to keep up with all that, going to sports after school till like 5:30, having work until like 8, finally getting home on like days that you don't have games. Some friends like not understanding like that you are busy, not living like a normal teen high schooler would.
Giving up some stuff on both sides. You're not able to do some things that you always want to do, like be with family or friends. You got to sacrifice that to go maybe play Friday night or practice throughout the week. It's just a balance you got to find.
You ever felt pressure to always stay strong even when you were struggling mentally?
I do feel like I've always been pressured to stay strong when I'm like mentally not 100%. And sports-wise, coaches can like really like drain you in a way when they're like putting pressure onto you 24/7. People at school are putting pressure onto you. It gets draining and really tiring. If you mess up, then people are going to think different of you. Coach is going to take you out of a game. You really don't want that, so it's definitely a lot of pressure.
Probably towards myself, not really from other people. My problem is it hurts me more to like let someone down. So it's always telling myself be strong, just push through it, and then you'll be all right.
What do you do to take care of your mental health during the season?
Things like I enjoy getting my nails done. So I go and get my nails done all the time. Rotting in my bed, like a random like weekend day is like really refreshing to me. Going to work out sometimes just by myself gets my mind straight, gets me ready for the week. Just doing like a face mask, personal care.
Take care of myself any way I can, talking to someone about it. I talk to friends, sometimes coaches, mainly my girlfriend. She's a good help. She gives feedback too about what I can do to change something as well.
How important is it to have teammates who support you on and off the field?
I think it is very important to have teammates that support you on and off the court at all times, no matter what. Even if like you're on the bench, you're still a really big part of the team. Support your team at all times. If the bench is loud, then it's going to bring good vibes like on to the court. Playing, the people supporting that are just like at the games in the pep section, it brings like a really good environment and gets everybody just kind of going.
I'd say it's pretty important because if you're not able to work together both on and off the field and help each other out, then you're just going to crumble and fall apart. We've seen it last year. You can see it anywhere. If you don't have something to rely on, something to help you push through it, then you're not a team, you're not working together, nothing's going to work.
What advice would you give to student athletes about handling stress or pressure?
Make sure you're keeping your mind focused. Make sure you're not getting into trouble at school, keeping a straight mind, making sure you know who your real friends are, what you're doing, and how that can affect you now or in your future. Try to be positive. Something's not going your way. If you're positive and have a better mindset about it, you're going to have a better outcome.
There's always going to be stress. You can't change that. You got to talk about it, figure something out. Whether it might be stressing not getting something down like a play, struggling in school and balancing your personal and your sport life. At the end of the day, if it comes too much, focus on yourself. Sports in high school only lasts 4 years. The rest of life is up to you. It really comes down to it.
As a coach, what signs do you look for that a student athlete might be struggling mentally?
I think for me as a coach, some signs that I would notice of a student athlete struggling would be noticing a drastic change in their behavior. As coaches, we spend a lot of time with our athletes through workouts, practice, all that. You get to know your kids, not just at football, but you get to know a little bit about their life outside of football. And knowing that you know your kids on a personal level and seeing a change in behavior, maybe that they are going to show at football for a couple of days in a row, checking in on them is a big deal and making sure that there's a life outside of the sport that they play.
How do you balance pushing athletes to perform while also protecting their mental well-being?
Yeah, pushing athletes to perform and while finding that, work-life balance, so to speak, for our kids is a big deal. Football is a sport that you've got to put a lot of time into. You got to put a lot of time into it during the season. I think that for us, it's understanding that there has to be that balance there. We tell our kids at the end of games on Friday nights, one of the last things we say as a staff is go home, spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, get away from it a little bit. You know, as a coach, I know for me it can be draining to do football 24/7 and to be practicing, working out all the time. And so, you know, I think being aware of the fact that there's more than just Heron Tiger football going on, and our kids being aware of that too. While they're focused at practice, they also need to take time for themselves afterwards.
What message would you give to athletes who might be afraid to ask for help?
I think for football, there's a big stigma. You have to be tough and you have to keep your head down and keep pushing. That creates an environment sometimes that anytime something's tough, you've just got to be silent and stash it in. And then there's this big buildup of anger and everything else. And so I think it's creating open communication. It's knowing that our athletes are there and our coaches are there to communicate with one another if something goes wrong. I think that, you know, just because we're going to have to push through tough times as athletes or as people in life, it's still okay to have that open communication and talk about problems and solutions to those problems. And I think that, I know for me, and we talk about it a lot with football, that football is a lot like life. You're going to fail. You're going to have tough times. And life as an adult with your family, you're going to have to figure out solutions to deal with a lot of those tough times. And I think that, you know, helping our athletes get that mindset is going to help them later in life too.
What resources are available for athletes at Heron High if they need help?
I think any of our coaches are, you know, able to help our kids at any point in time if they're dealing with something. Heron High School does a great job of, with the guidance office, teachers truly care about the kids. They're not just your teachers. They're not just working 8 to 4 jobs. They're people who are absolutely caring about kids' well-being and what our players are going through. Being available and knowing that there's a trust level that the kids can come talk to the coaches or teachers, counselors about anything, I think really helps the cause.
How can coaches and teammates create a safe space for athletes to open up?
I think that's a great question. I think coaches and teammates can create that safe space by setting the standard right off the bat that it's more than just football practice. I want our athletes to know we established that in May and in June that we were here more than just Friday night football games. We want a team to be truly a family where everybody shows up and works with each other and pushes each other to do their best. I think that we've done a good job of that so far. You know, our seniors have done a really good job of leading the underclassmen, creating an environment that it is a safe space. It's a place where, you know, our community and our team can rely on Heron football and be there knowing that it's a place where they can be themselves and they don't have to try to live up to a certain standard that, you know, we try to be.
Their stories remind us that none of us are ever alone. There's always someone ready to listen and support you. Don't miss Tuesday's speaker. It's an important conversation for all of us. That's all for today's Tiger News. Now we take you to Tiger Highlights.
I'm Gracie Kraft, and this is your sports recap. Last Friday, September 5th, the football team entered the field for their first home game and lost to the Redbirds 14-46. On Saturday, September 6th, the volleyball team traveled to Carbondale to play in the Carbondale Triple Crown Preview. They finished the day with a 2-2 record with junior Shania Johnson making the all-tournament team with an impressive 27 kills. On Monday, September 8th, the cross-country team traveled to run at Pine Lakes in the Heron Invitational. In the boys' race, junior Nolan Frost won the race by a margin of 11 seconds with a time of 15 minutes and 51 seconds. The top 5 medalists were all earned by Heron runners, which led to a first-place boys' team finish. The girls' team also ran and placed 6th overall. Also on Monday, the boys' golf team traveled to Centralia. They placed 2nd overall as a team. Junior Carver Hall placed 2nd individually with a score of 40. On Tuesday, September 9th,
girls tennis hosted a match at home against Flora, losing 8-1.
The boys' golf team also traveled to Benton. Harper was the medalist for Heron, scoring a 39. Also on Tuesday, the girls' golf team hosted a home match at Pine Lakes. Senior Gracie Kraft was 1st overall with a score of 44 and was medalist for Heron. On Wednesday, September 10th, the boys' golf team traveled to Pinckneyville where they defeated the Panthers. Senior Braxton Dan and Harper Shoemaker shot a 39 to tie overall medalist. On Thursday, September 11th, the girls' team traveled to Benton to play in the Benton Invitational. The cross-country team traveled to West Frankfort for the West Frankfort Invitational. The girls' tennis team was at Salem, and the volleyball team participated in the NCOE tournament. The boys' soccer team also played in Harrisburg. Don't forget, Tigers face off with the Indians tonight at 7. Let's see your support.
I'm Braden Davis, and welcome back to Tiger Highlights. These past few weeks, the halls and classrooms of HHS have been filled with activity. Here's just a glimpse of what students have been up to. Since it's the start of a new school year, many clubs at HHS are kicking off their first meeting. This week, HOSA, FPLA, Drama Club, Spanish Club, Book and Cinema Club, and P7 all hosted their first meetings. There are so many ways to get involved, so be sure to pay attention to the weekly news as well as the bulletin boards throughout the halls for any updates. On Wednesday, the J1 journalism class attended the Jostens Yearbook Training Workshop at Carterville High School. The students learned more about yearbook themes, team building, and the importance of capturing the entire school. The staff of the Tiger Tatler has been busy writing articles that highlight our school and community. Frankie Padalano's article, Hope Fest, a weekend full of fun and memories, features Heron House of Hope's annual fundraiser event. A well-known Heron staple, written by Parker Coop, highlights the iconic Mexican restaurant Sergio's and the story behind the classic Heron restaurant. Joanna Moore's article, 9/11, A Day of Remembrance and Resilience, commemorates the tragedy and discusses the ways that local communities honor the victims. Lastly, Braden Davis's article, United We Stand, Divided We Fall, offers encouragement to our divided nation following the rise of violence. Now for a few announcements and updates. Student government has decided on the theme days for Homecoming Week, which is from September the 22nd to the 26th. It will be a busy week with many events, so stay tuned for the full Homecoming Week broadcast. Mrs. Thompson wants to remind you that if you open a savings account or deposit just $5 into the Tiger Trust Bank, you'll receive a coupon for a free double cheeseburger, fries, and a large drink from Nestler's Polar Whip. Stop by the bank and grab your free lunch today. The Heron Library is hosting its Ghosts of Heron, a walking tour this October. Tours will take place on Friday, October the 17th and Saturday, October the 18th, starting in the area near the Coal Miners Memorial. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased online at the library. Drama students will be volunteering as guides, and spots are expected to sell out quickly. Finally, Mr. Requero is leading a student trip to Italy, France, and Spain in the summer of 2026. An informational meeting will be held on Thursday, September the 18th at 6 p.m. Spots are limited, so if you're interested in exploring Europe, make sure to RSVP. Please note this is not a school-sponsored trip. And now we take you to Tigers on the Street.
Hey, Riley.
Hey.
You got a radar?
What?
You got a radar?
No.
One radar? Two radar? $5? She got $5. Help. 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 Does anybody here want to play a game? Come here, come here. Who am I here with?
Dylan Huff.
Dylan Huff. We're gonna run, but we gotta stay on our heels, okay? Have you ever watched Mamma Mia?
No,
Don't lie.
I'm not lying.
I know your mom's got you watch Mamma Mia before.
No, she has not. She has not.
Miss Meisker. I can't believe this. What is your favorite song from Mamma Mia?
I think it's probably has to be Dancing Queen. See that girl, watch that scene, getting the Dancing Queen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7.
In honor of today's date, which this is Wednesday, 9/10, we'll be asking people what's 9 plus 10. If you get it, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, like, that's like not cool. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
It's 9 plus 10.
21.
You stupid. Why you no do this on the field, bro? Bro, BJ, come. Water.
Hey, Bonnie, where's Waldo?
Dancing Queen. My mom. 17.
Are you 17?
I'm good.
What was it?
No.
She said no. 17, young and sweet. Oh.
Hi, 17.
Hey. I know you. We're friends. Do you know Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Will you duet with me?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
What? Do you know Mamma Mia?
Barely.
Oh, do you know like anything? Charlie, help me. Charlie XCO? XCX? Charlie D'Amelio?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Mama?
Mamma Mia.
Yes, Mamma Mia! Mamma Mia!
Here we go again.
Mia. Mamma Mia.
Here I go again.
Keep going.
My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia.
Somebody knows the lyrics. Hey, you. Do you know Mamma Mia?
Yes.
What's your favorite song from Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia. Here I go again. My, how can I resist ya?
Hey, Mamma Mia. Are you okay?
Eat that spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Scuba down my balloon.
Spaghetti. Spaghetti. That's it for Tigers on the Street. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, like this video, comment, and we'll see ya on the next Tigers on the Street. This broadcast is brought to you by A&D Plumbing, and that's all for Friday.
And as always,
Stay fly, Heron High.